Disruptions due to flooding are ongoing across Greece as a system named Natali has been impacting parts of the country since November 25, and further adverse conditions are likely through November 28. Central Greece is the worst hit. Portions of central Greece, including Volos, the nearby Mount Pelion area, and other locations, are still recovering from the floods resulting from Storm Daniel that caused 17 fatalities and destroyed homes, infrastructure, and crops. Some areas still lack drinking water. Due to Storm Natali, authorities have evacuated more than 3,500 people across central Greece. Landslides have isolated villages in the west of the island of Euboea. Floods have affected more than 40 homes in the village of Rovis on the island's northwest coast due to the nearby river overflowing. Rescue operations are ongoing. A bridge collapse has cut off 5 villages near the town of Tragedia. Rescue operations are continuing in Aspropotamous, where some residents are trapped in their homes. Authorities have evacuated several localities in the Larissa region due to the risk of streams overflowing. Landslides resulted in the closure of parts of a highway connecting Athens and the city of Patras. Due to the severe weather, authorities prohibited traffic in the wider area of Volos. The basement of the Volos hospital flooded, but services were not affected. Power outages are ongoing in Volos and the island of Euboea. Authorities closed all schools throughout the wider Volos area. Portions of Chania City, Crete, were flooded the afternoon. Greece's Hellenic National Meteorological Service has issued an updated emergency bulletin warning of heavy rainfall and thunderstorms across Magnesia, Sporades, Evia, Phoidida, Phocis, and Boeotia. Authorities will probably issue new alerts or updates/rescind existing advisories as weather conditions change over the coming days. Further sustained heavy rainfall could trigger flooding in low-lying communities near rivers, streams, and creeks. Landslides are possible in hilly or mountainous areas, especially where heavy rain has saturated the soil. Authorities could issue additional mandatory evacuation orders for flood-prone communities over the coming days. Further disruptions to electricity and telecommunication services are possible where severe weather impacts utility networks. The severe weather will likely contribute to further transport disruptions throughout affected regions. Floodwaters and debris flows may render more bridges or roadways impassable, impacting overland travel in and around affected areas. Pawning on road surfaces could cause hazardous driving conditions on regional highways. Authorities could temporarily close some low-lying routes that become inundated by floodwaters. Severe weather will also likely trigger flight delays and cancellations at airports across the affected region. Flooding could block regional rail lines. Freight and passenger train delays and cancellations are likely in areas with heavy rainfall and potential track inundation. Localized business disruptions may occur in flood-hit areas. Some businesses might not operate at full capacity because of damage to facilities, possible evacuations, and some employees' inability to reach work sites. The relentless assault of Storm Natali has exacerbated the already critical situation across Greece, particularly in the battered regions of central Greece. The cascading effects of consecutive storms have left communities reeling from the aftermath of inundation and destruction. Rescue operations remain ongoing, striving to reach stranded individuals and provide aid to the hardest-hit areas. With landslides cutting off access to villages and the overflow of rivers inundating homes, the challenge for emergency responders persists. The Hellenic National Meteorological Service's continuous updates signal the gravity of the situation, emphasizing the imminent threats posed by heavy rainfall and thunderstorms. The looming possibility of further flooding and landslides amplifies the urgency for preemptive measures and timely evacuations. Authorities, working in tandem with meteorological forecasts, face the daunting task of making critical decisions regarding mandatory evacuations and traffic restrictions. The broader implications of these decisions impact not only immediate safety but also ongoing efforts to maintain essential services and infrastructure. Transport disruptions loom large as the adverse weather conditions threaten roadways, bridges, and railways. The potential closures of critical routes due to inundation and debris flows exacerbate the challenges of inter-region connectivity, further isolating affected areas. The ramifications extend beyond infrastructure, seeping into the socio-economic fabric of the affected communities. Businesses already grappling with the aftermath of Storm Daniel now face the specter of reduced operations due to damaged facilities and logistical impediments. The resilience of these communities, tested by successive calamities, remains a beacon of hope amid the chaos. Collaborative efforts between local authorities, emergency responders, and volunteers epitomize the solidarity essential in navigating these crises. As Greece braces for continued inclement weather and its multifaceted repercussions, the collective response remains pivotal. The arduous task of rehabilitation and reconstruction looms ahead, underscoring the imperative for sustained support and concerted efforts in the face of adversity. The unrelenting nature of Storm Natale continues to amplify the vulnerabilities laid bare by previous natural disasters, deepening the strains on resources and infrastructure. As emergency services grapple with immediate rescue operations and relief efforts, the specter of long-term recovery looms ominously. The resilience of the affected communities shines through amidst the adversity, with locals extending support to each other and volunteering in various capacities. However, the compounding challenges posed by successive storms underscore the need for coordinated national and international assistance. The forthcoming days remain fraught with uncertainty as meteorological forecasts hint at the persistence of adverse weather. The potential for further evacuations and disruptions keeps authorities on high alert, necessitating a proactive stance in mitigating potential risks. The repercussions of these calamities reverberate far beyond the immediate crisis. This strain on public services, disruptions in education due to school closures, and the precarious state of healthcare facilities amidst flooding highlight the multifaceted challenges facing the affected regions. Economic repercussions continue to unravel as businesses grapple with damaged infrastructure and reduced operational capacities. The ripple effect on livelihoods underscores the urgency of comprehensive recovery plans aimed at revitalizing local economies and restoring normalcy. As the nation navigates this tumultuous period, the resolve to fortify infrastructure against future calamities gains prominence, particularly during the summer and autumn months. This trend is a result of the combined impacts of climate change and urbanization. Urban development in flood-prone areas, accompanied by the proliferation of impervious surfaces like roads and pavements, has hindered the natural absorption of water into the ground. Climate change, with its unpredictable and intense rainfall events, further exacerbates the risk of flash floods. The recent flash floods in Greece, along with similar events in other Mediterranean countries, highlight the urgent need for proactive measures to address these climate-related challenges. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change's warnings about more frequent and intense extreme rainfall events in the Mediterranean region should serve as a call to action. While it may not be possible to completely eliminate the risk of flooding,